Hello everybody, Maestro here. Welcome to another Con's Court. Today we have a couple little things from Mortal Kombat. So we are getting into Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns official T-1000 gameplay trailer. I had not checked this out yet, but I wanted to go ahead and check it out now. I know that the T-1000 has already been released, as has Madame Bo. Madame Bo has also been released as one of the cameo fighters. But I wanted to go ahead and actually watch this because I have not seen anything actually of him. And then after that, we're going to check out some pictures that had released about the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out, Mortal Kombat 2. And I had seen one of those pictures of Scorpion, but I wanted to check out some of the other ones too so that I could fully react to them. So let's get right into this. The Terminator. T-1000. Is she mopping up the mess?
Your shapeshifting is so elegant, so refined.
It makes us more efficient killers.
Very true. Dude, the fact Madame Bo is a fighter in this kills me. I wish she was a main fighter that you could actually use. I wish she just wasn't a cameo. That would be so funny. Fight! That is so cool. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, he made Cabal's things. Did you notice that?
John
Cabal's
Connor?
hooks.
Dude, you've got Johnny Cage.
He made Cabal's hooks. That's crazy. It's a cool little Easter egg, a little reference. Man. Shao Kahn's hammer. There you go. Woo! Lit him up, baby.
You're not a man. You're a machine.
A T-1000 advanced prototype, liquid metal.
Also, Peacemaker's father. That's funny because Peacemaker's in this game too. I wonder how that interaction would go. You're my dad! Dad, what are you doing here? That's cool. It like almost makes him invulnerable to the hits and or kind of makes them weaker. That drop is so cool where he turns into the liquid metal. Not the Chancla, brother. Where the fuck did the spear come from?
Finish him.
Finish him! That's cool. Pulling some Shang Tsung shit on Shang Tsung. Oh.
Fatality.
And
Win.
she's mopping up the damn mess.
Victory.
Oh, the animality's right. Oh, and he's like a canine, like a... That's cool. That was cool. I like that. Madame Bo is probably my favorite looking, what do you want to call it? Cameo fighter. She's probably one of my favorite looking. She looks fun, comical, goofy, but also very serious about everything that she does. I love it. It's great. And he looks very fun. I mean, the drop down, the fact he could turn into liquid metal at any time, doing the jump up and drop down of one big metallic liquid puddle that he just slams down on top of you. Him kind of puddling under you to kind of switch sides of the stage to get past you and get behind you. He had some spikes that came out of his back and his head and stuff like that when he went into the liquid metal like goop stage when he was coming at you. It looked like he had some of Cabal's hooks, like he made Cabal's hooks. If you don't know who that is, Mortal Kombat 11, he was one of the fighters in there. He's the super fast guy that's got the hooks, the hook blades. It looked like he had that. He also had Shao Kahn's hammer, his original hammer, back when he was a Khan, before he just became General Shao, which he is now in this timeline. And it looks like he has about all the other abilities that he normally has, having like the giant sword hand and having the giant spiky finger, him still doing the damn, which I think is very funny and goofy at the same time. But it's called back to the movie, and those movies were a little bit cheesy and goofy back then, but still amazing. Let's go ahead and move over to some other Mortal Kombat news, going into Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, and check out some of these images. So the first one I had already said something about. We have Scorpion. It looks like he's got his chains out, and he's getting ready to pull somebody in. Come here! It looks like he's getting ready to say, get over here! So really, really cool there. I really do like this image. His mask and his outfit, although I do understand the realism part, I wish they kind of went for a more original look with it. I am a sucker for the original costumes, the original suits. I love that they're taking kind of a more realistic, darker tone with this. I do get it. But something about Scorpion's look here, I don't quite like. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like Scorpion to me. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't really feel like Scorpion. Especially like the hood. I don't know. It just doesn't. Even in the first movie, he was badass, don't get me wrong, but I didn't quite enjoy his costume as much as I hope I would. And actually seeing it move around in real time, it was kind of different. Having a hood where it's kind of pulled down a little bit more, kind of like MKX, that was tough. I love the MKX hood because it actually pulls down almost like it's a completely like head skull tight like kind of cap. This is like a full-on hood, and I don't know how to feel about it with Scorpion. Moving on to the other pictures here, we have Katana. Katana looks badass, I'm not going to lie. I like how Katana looks. I love her costume. Her costume looks great to me. Katana looks great to me. She looks like Katana. I absolutely love her fans. Her fans look great. They look just like what I would think they would look like in a more realistic movie setting. I absolutely love it. I think they did great with Katana's look. She looks awesome. Moving on to the next picture. Holy shit. It is the main man himself, Mr. Shao Kahn, the Emperor. And he looks badass. I am quite missing the red and gold. I am a sucker for the red and gold. It is a very big part of Shao Kahn. It shows his kind of like how dark and sinister he is, the deep blood red. But then it also shows the royal regalness of his like gold is so good on a villain. It makes them seem so royal and almighty. You know what I mean? Just gold does so well. It does so good. And perfect examples of that are other characters, not just Shao Kahn, but like Thanos. Thanos wears the gold so good, and it makes him look like this almighty god, this king, the Mad Titan. It really helps hold that title, and I love that. And with that being said, I really would love to see that. Even though it's live action, I would love to see that red and gold. Perhaps he still will have some red. You can't quite tell too much with this image. It's very, very dark. He is very dark compared to the very bright background that he's got with the light behind him. The red eyes are perfect. Exactly what Shao Kahn has. I love the red eyes. The actual helmet itself, very Shao Kahn. Love it. The actual, like, face mask goes completely over. It's not bone. I would have loved if it was bone. It's kind of more metal, but he still has the Shao Kahn type of, like, sharp teeth. He now has a jaw, though. It doesn't, like, you know, it doesn't show his actual face. He now has that jaw piece that actually goes down, making a full skull. So he is very intimidating, but it kind of reminds me more of, like, Shredder. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what it's kind of giving off. It's giving off more of a Shredder-like look than it is a Shao Kahn look. Nevertheless, gorgeous. I love the way he looks. He looks very menacing. Obviously, I wish he looked a little bit more like what he did, but this, I don't have any problems with this. This dude looks like a menace. This dude looks like he's going to be a motherfucking problem. And I'm all for that because that's who Shao Kahn is. He is a problem. When you hear that, you're like, oh shit, things are about to get real. You know, you suck. He is a menace all the way through. When you hear that hammer come down, when you hear the whistling wind on that hammer, when you hear his laugh, you know, when you hear that overly deep voice, I am Shao Kahn. I mean, you're done. It's over. You're done. This dude is aura, and he brings it to every battle that he has. This dude is a beast, and I am excited to see what they do with this. Moving on to the next image here, we have Johnny Cage. Alrighty, this is where my excitement goes a little bit down the toilet. So, we have the same guy, Carl Urban, I believe is his name. Yes, Carl Urban. Who plays as Billy Butcher in The Boys, where most people know him from, but he has also been in a multitude of things. He's been in the new kind of Star Trek movies. He was the Doctor, so he's been in that. He's been in all sorts of different movies. He's been in a ton of movies. He is a very famous actor. But here is the issue that I have. I just don't see him as a Johnny Cage. I really don't. I just don't see him as a Johnny Cage. I just feel like I'm looking at Carl Urban with shades on. That's what I think I'm looking at. He doesn't even give off... It's literally Carl Urban in a Johnny Cage jacket, and he's got some shades on. And they don't even look like Johnny Cage, like, shades. They don't even look like something Johnny Cage would wear. Johnny Cage wears sunglasses that are like these, like aviators with, like, you know, the sunglass lenses, and they're usually gold or silver, and they're signed with, like, Johnny on it or Cage on it, or they've got Cage down here in Pran, or, you know what I mean? It's always got to be something overly stylistic. He is a movie actor, a giant Hollywood star, one of the biggest Hollywood stars there is in the Mortal Kombat universe. This dude is all about himself. And this outfit just does not speak that to me. It just really doesn't. He does not speak that to me. He's literally just hitting a regular, like, he's not really giving off a Johnny Cage look. He's not selling it. This picture was not a good picture to show for him. And it does not show him in the best light. I am a little sad about this. I wish they had picked somebody else. There's plenty of actors that could have done better, I feel like. Just off the top of my head, I feel like Chris Evans could have done a really good Johnny Cage, maybe, or like a version of it, because he played Johnny Storm, who is supposed to be this, you know, very cocky guy who kind of takes the fame of being a superhero. He did really well as Johnny Storm, doing that, trying to take the fame, be that guy, you know what I mean, kind of that cocky dude. Heck, he was showing Ben Grimm and all that stuff in the Fantastic Four movie. Look at this thing action figure, and playing It's Clobbering Time. He was doing junk that Johnny Cage would do. I think that it would be a great casting, is to put Chris Evans in. That's one person. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other people that I think could do it. But at the end of the day, I mean, just starting off, Carl Urban is not the pick, guys. Carl Urban is not the pick. It's unfortunate. Hopefully, how he acts, he'll make up for it. Hopefully, he acts like Johnny Cage. Hopefully, he'll bring that persona to the big screen. Hopefully, that's what we're going to get. Because unfortunately, from the way it looks like we're not going to be getting him physically, or at least a version that kind of makes us feel like it's Johnny Cage. We're going to have to feel it through his acting, how he acts, which Carl Urban is a great actor. So with that being said, I am not going to completely, make that something that he can't do. You know what I mean? He can do it. I've got faith in him. But I just feel like they should have done somebody better. I really do. But that is my reaction to both the game, the T-1000 and Madame Bo, and also the released little sneak peeks of the movie and some of the characters. If you guys enjoyed my reaction and thoughts, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. And as always, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.